So let's do this. This probably feels very funny right now, but I have a hang of it, and it just feels so intimidating to do this. But yeah, here goes nothing. So over the past 3 to 4 years now, have had people, you know, talk to me randomly and ask me questions about the things that I do. We are at the beginning of the year, and so many people have set lots of goals and everything that they want to achieve. And research has made us know that most people quit their goals around February. So this is already February, so I thought like there is no better time to put out this information than now. So without like wasting any more of our time, what I want to talk about today is 3 things that you need to do in order to achieve your goals faster and better. 3 things you need to do in order to achieve your goals faster and better. If you do not know me, my name is Dami. Welcome to my channel where I share information that is relatable to young people and is backed by research or industry leaders. So let's get into the topic of today. Honestly, over time, when I consider the questions that people ask me, and I get really frustrated when I advise them and it doesn't work for them, or maybe they don't use it, I've come to realize that there are 3 major things that just didn't make them, probably maybe utilize the advice, or maybe they use it and it just did not work for them. And I'm going to call them the 3 P's. So the first one is planning. Most people set goals, but they do not plan them. In fact, I think research has even backed it up and let us know that when you set goals, it's always better to like write them down. You have like 50% chance of achieving your goals when you write them down, rather than just thinking of everything that you want to achieve in your head without having a concrete a literal plan to achieve your goals. The way that I love to think about it, and the way industry leaders have also encouraged us to do it, is think about your life in the next 5 years. I know this is like very generic, but then it works. Think about where you want to be in the next 5 years. And for me, what I do is when I think about what I want to do in the next 5 years, then I think about 3 years, then I think about 1 year, then I think about 6 months and 1 month. So it helps you break down your plan to bite-sized steps. So it means that if you know what you want to do in the next 5 years, you start thinking of where you have to be in the next 3 years to get to 5 years. And when you plan your life that way, it automatically decides what you are going to do each day for you to get to the goals that you plan to achieve. But most people just sit down and say, oh, I want to probably like have my master's degree in the next 5 years, and then you are not going ahead to like work towards the requirements that would help you get that master's degree or PhD. You obviously should know that if you want to be a PhD holder in the next 5 or 6 years, you definitely should be, in the next 3 years, you definitely should be in the program already. In the next 1 year, you definitely should have gotten your admission. In the next 6 months, you should probably be preparing for your interview. And then in the next 1 month, you should be gathering your requirements for your PhD admission. So it's very important to take a top-down approach rather than just saying that I want to, achieve my PhD, and you are not even making concrete steps or plans for you to get there. One of the ideas that I've gotten from someone here on YouTube, Ali Abdal, I don't know if any one of you have seen this channel or you know him. One of the ideas that he has shared that I really loved is for you to set up a weekly plan, set up time slots for everything that you need to do week by week. So that means that for every day, I know that by this time I'm supposed to be shooting a YouTube video, or I'm supposed to be working, or I'm supposed to be, spending time in my family. If you know what your ideal week looks like, it just puts your life on automation. You don't have to, sit down and go to the stress of even planning a to-do. And another thing that makes that effective is for you to check in on your goals every week. If you set an ideal week, that doesn't mean that you have everything written on stone. But you are able to plan your most important goals for that week, or maybe for that first quarter, or for the first 6 months of the year. And then you know what you're supposed to do. It's like when we are in school, when we have like a timetable, you know what subjects you're supposed to have at this time. So it just sets you up for the success for any kind of goal that you've set for your life. The second P that I want to talk about is place. This would probably be the life-changing P in all of this, information that I'm sharing right here. Where exactly are you? What exactly is in the place that you live in that would help you achieve your goals faster? What exactly is around you? What do you see every day in your environment that moves you at least 1 inch per day towards your goal? It doesn't even necessarily have to be 1 inch, but at least it tries to move you closer to your goal every day. So many years ago, when I was living in my own country, we used to have some girls that would leave, the area that we stay. It's like in the suburban part of my country, and they will move to the more classy areas, the high classy areas of the city. And we that live around the suburban part of the country, we live in comfortable houses, and it's just good for us. But when you see some of these young people, they move to this high class area and they would go stay in a very small apartment there, like very tiny, so inconvenient. But what happens 5 years down the line is that so many of them will now be able to afford the big and very good apartment, living in all of those areas. And we that decided not to leave, we just maintain the places that we have. And obviously the amenities, the resources and everything in those high class areas are obviously way more better than what we had in our own low suburb areas. What I'm trying to say is that it's always better for you to make sure that you set your environment in such a way that it contributes directly to the goals that you're setting. So if you want to start a business, there are some things that you need. Your environment needs to cater for all the resources that you need to start your business. You cannot start a business that needs constant electricity in an environment or a country where they are still suffering from energy poverty. Your business is going to suffer, or you're going to be spending much more than you're supposed to on that business. And if there is anything that you think could really, really help you, maybe the reason why that goal that you've set is not working out is because you haven't left where you are. Now, it's not everyone that has the capacity or the opportunity to switch, to switch cities or to switch, countries and everything like that. But if you know that is the ultimate thing that you need to do, you need to leave. That's why you see cities like, Los Angeles, Lagos, or London, or even New York are very crowded. That's because most people rendering services, selling products, they know that the people that are the systems and the people that live in all of the cities will set them up for them to achieve their goals of probably making more money or increasing revenue for their businesses. So even if you do not have the capacity to shift environments yet, the world is now a digital place. Almost everybody has a very tiny place on the internet where they call, their page. So your page is like the tiny room that you have on the internet, where exactly is your page set? Who are the people that you follow? Who are the people that you see and you engage with? What are the type of contents that you see? Are they contents that would really like help you move forward in your goals? Or you cannot be claiming that you want to do a PhD and everything, and everybody you follow are just like gossip blogs and news outlets that have no information related to the goals that you've set for yourself. So you do not even necessarily have to shift environments. The things that you see on your phone, the things that you see around you, if you cannot change the country that you live, try to change your city. If you cannot change your city, try to change the area that you live in your city. If you cannot change the area that you live in your city, change the house that you live. Because obviously your neighbors are just a replica of the kind of person that you are. So if you cannot change the house that you live in, or your streets, or your whatever, change your own room. Some people's room are so worse to the extent that when you get inside there, you cannot even think straight, because everywhere is so disorganized and they are not like even set up to achieve their goals. I've had a friend one time that he wanted to like really change his lifestyle because he came down with diabetes and he really needed to work out and everything, but his environment was not set up for him to like go to the gym or whatever. The nearest gym to him was very expensive, but he decided to set up a home gym in his room, arranged his room in such a way that once he gets up from his bed, he's going directly to the treadmill and carrying weights and everything. And he was able to definitely achieve his goals. I think he lost about 60 pounds or 65 pounds thereabouts. So it's very, very important to start from where you are and change what you can. So this brings me to the last P, which is people. Okay, so I know we've all heard this. You are the average of the people that you move with, and that statement cannot be. It is true. It is very, very true. When you move to some people or talk to some people, your life will definitely change and you would absorb the energy of the people around you. I, for one, am the kind of person that I do not joke with people that I move with at every point in time in my life. And honestly, of all the points that I've listed here, I think this would be the most easiest thing that would bring you closer to your goals. Because the more you hang out with people that align with your goals, it just sets you up for success. It just makes really achieving your goals so easy that you are not even thinking about it. At times, I would say that if you don't even honestly have a concrete plan for your goals, literally just moving with people that have the same goals as you could really, really help you. But this would only happen if you already know the goal that you want to achieve. So that is ultimately the best place to start from. Know what you want to do. Even if you don't know what you want to do, at least know what you don't want to do or who you don't want to be in life. It would tilt you towards the positive side of the spectrum. So back to talking about people. I remember the time that I was planning to come to the US and I needed a lot of information. Literally more than 90% of the people that I was talking to at that point in time are already people that are outside of the country or people that are also willing to leave the country for study. So I wasn't just talking to anybody. I was talking to the people that just wanted to, go study or just wanted to, that are already studying abroad, specifically the US. So you have to make sure that all of these people directly, they are in correlation to the plan that you want to achieve. And I understand that it is not easy for you to just find someone that really that is really align to your goal. And for some people that have very niched goal, maybe the kind of goal you're trying to achieve, maybe just 5 people in the world are already achieving it. I honestly think that there would also be some people that are working towards the same kind of goal that you are. So the best place to start from is associations. That's why people have, gentleman clubs, social clubs, or, golf clubs, elite clubs like that. That is because they know that association is important. So when I started my master's degree program, the very first thing that I did was join the American Public Health Association. And even within the American Public Health Association, they have groups that are categorized by all the niches within public health. Know that they cannot just bring everybody together and say these are all public health professionals. So they make sure that they are still grouped in such a way that it is close knit and everybody within the same area of public health can still communicate with each other and help each other achieve goals. And I would say that the group that I joined, which is the climate change and health group, really set me up for success in that field in the US. So if you are looking for places to clubs or whatever to join that would help you achieve your goals, that is the best place to start. Look for associations that are related to the goal that you're trying to achieve. That's why people that go to gym in groups are much more successful than people that try to work out alone, because you are amongst your people, you are amongst people that want to achieve the same thing as you, so it feels easy. And when someone is trying to drag you down, when someone that's not part of the group is trying to drag you down, your group is setting you up for success. They are encouraging you. They are telling you to do well. And another thing is, it feels so bad to be the odd one out in a group, so you do not want to do that to yourself. So they just makes it really easy for you to communicate and interact with people that are achieving the same goal you're trying to achieve as well. Another very important thing that moving with people that aligns with your goal does for you is that no one is an island of information. So it becomes very easy for you to all share the same information with each other because you are within the same group trying to achieve the same goal. So if you think, I can do it alone and get my information online and doing it's still not going to be easy. The problem that you were trying to solve, wasting time, energy, and resources, someone within your group must have solved that problem. So it just makes it very, very easy for you. So I'm going to stop here today, and I am very sure that more information and research is still going to help me think about so many ideas that I could add to this video later. But these are some of the things that I think could really help someone before you go ahead and go and meet that mentor for information about how to move your life forward. Think of the plan that you have for yourself, think of the place that you are, and think of the people that you're already talking to that aligns with your goal. If not, the answer to your question that you probably asked that person might not work for you unless you try to change all of those 3 things. I'm currently working on a series that has to do with changing environments, how having an overseas experience can really help you move forward. I honestly believe that everyone deserves an opportunity for an overseas experience. It just changes the way you think. You don't even necessarily have to move to another country to go live there, but it just really changes your orientation about the world. And the more you learn about the world, the more you learn about yourself. So if you are interested in this series, please let me know in the comments. I'll be working on it throughout the rest of February, and I'll be releasing all of these videos. So if you like, please reach out to me and let me know how the information in this video has really helped you. And I would definitely love suggestions about more videos that you would love and you would engage with that is related to, young people trying to find their way through life without lots of resources. So thank you so much for staying here for this video to watch till the end, and God bless you, and see you next week. Bye bye.